receivers take on this new offense?
I mean, I feel like we've taken on pretty well. You know, it's a lot of opportunities, a lot more definitely than last year. So shoot, we've been excited, we've been grinding, and you know, we're just trying to take advantage of every opportunity that we get. So.
Coach mentioned you playing a little bit more outside right now. Is that your idea, or is that something else?
I guess it was. I mean, it don't really care, but I do like playing outside. I like to go against press. You know, I take pride in creating separation, winning at the release. You know, all those things. Like that's the thing I love to do is separate. So I definitely like it. So.
Who's a press quarterback that might be giving you trouble in practice?
I mean, all of them out there, you know, they're good with their technique. Coach Collins does a good job in each of those guys' technique, as you see with like the corners to the left last year, MJ, Quiz, AJ. But Rollins been looking really good. Shaw's been good. Noah, Crump, all of them, they've been looking pretty good. So.
What's different about your game this year? You know, you're a guy who's honed your technique. Pat talked about how consistent you are. What have you seen the most growing out of your consistency?
Really, like the thing that I'm trying to, I guess, work on more, like you said, I've had to have the separation aspect. Just really trying to be like that downfield threat, like, you know, being able to do it all, versatile, not just a route runner, and then yak too. So I want to be, that's something that I'm harping on big this year too.
How do you think there's going to be more production out of the offense this year?
I mean, it's definitely a lot more open. Coach Cade, he's a very innovative guy, and you know he's daring, so he not scared of the moment at all, which I like. You know, and with that young kind of feel where you want to, like where you got a dog OC. I mean, it just feels like a lot more plays out there to make. So.
What was your first conversation with him like?
I think he had texted me or something when he first came in, and then was saying the first thing he brought up was LSU 2019. We all know how that went. So I mean, very explosive, scoring points, elite playmakers. So I mean, that was really the first thing that we talked about.
What do you like about your new receivers,
Coach JJ, he's definitely hands-on. He's definitely a lot more vocal than Underwood was, but he's been doing a good job, you know, trying to discipline the guys and whatnot. So.
You feel like that's a better thing that he's more vocal, or is it just a different thing?
I mean, it just depends. It's just more different. It depends on the type of player. Cause like me personally, I prefer like a more like chill guy. But for the younger guys, but I've been in college a little bit longer. So, but for the young guys that may need that discipline, that may need a little bit more talking, I prefer to like go out there when they call a new play. I want to get it first, and then if I need help, then I ask.
You guys had a lot of freshmen come in last year at wide receiver. What's different about that group, or what have you seen the improvements from different guys that came in?
Zion, Lamar, Izzy, like that group, Kenny, obviously. I mean, that group is special for sure. Once we get like the plays down, just like the little growing pains, I think that'll be really special. Like everybody can do everything in that group, so.
Nate came into the spring, Nate Grinnell, as being the guy, like the QB1 to start spring. Have you noticed anything different in the way he's sort of approaching things and having that designation?
The thing with Nate, I feel like Nate's always had that approach since I met him. No matter if that was on scout, like he's always had the competitive mindset and like that dog mindset. So it's really no difference at all. So.
Anything else?
When we talked to your receivers coach, you told us that Waffle House, that's done. You guys aren't the Waffle House this year. You have to come up with something new this year. What is there an early favorite? Are you starting to?
Nah, we haven't thought about it yet. Because, I mean, I guess the guys have been a little bit in the Waffle House mentality still, but we haven't thought about it yet or, like, talked about it much with them yet. So.
I know you're focused on you guys here right now. You had a chance to talk to Bub with his draft process, how everything he's going through?
Oh, yeah, me and Bud talk all the time. I mean, being from the same area, the Atlanta area, you know, every time I go back home, we work with the same trainers and whatnot. But we've been talking about through the whole process and what it's been like. So it's been good. He's been giving me a lot of information, just what he's been going through and just like the process for real.
There's a lot of draft experts talking him up, saying he could be a sleeper. Is that something that excites you hearing a guy that's from your hometown, a teammate here, and getting that kind of hype?
Oh, I mean, it don't surprise me at all. I mean, especially with Bub. Bub a freak of nature, man. And then at the same time, he a dog. Like, he has the mentality to go with it. So it don't surprise me at all. I don't even think he should be a sleeper. You know what I mean? Obviously, the offense wasn't as productive last year. But so, I mean, I'm not surprised at all. And then just the Atlanta area itself produces a lot of athletes. So I'm kind of used to being around it.
Thank you very much. Appreciate that.
Man, appreciate y'all.
Player representative, Solomon here.
What's up, y'all?
You've always been a big guy. Are you bigger this year?
I mean, I might be, thanks to Coach Stat, with his workouts. Yeah, I might be. I'm still 230, the same weight from last year, but I probably put on a little bit more muscle mass. You feel me? Yeah.
It's kind of a breakout year for you last year. How do you kind of build on that?
Yeah, just watching film from last year, seeing the plays that I missed, just nitpicking on what I could do better, honestly. There were some plays that I missed. If I could have made it if I just went full speed, and just trusting myself. So just watching film and see what I could do better.
Are you like the leader of the linebackers this year?
Yes, sir.
How do you feel about your leadership and the things you picked up from guys like Shane and Voss who have been around?
Really just being more vocal, When guys mess up, you got to be by their side and tell them what they did wrong and tell them what they got to do to get it right, And really me, I like to lead by example also, If I do something right, then I want the guy behind me to do the same thing. So just making decisions and always knowing that they're watching and know what you're doing.
So there, you were going back and there are plays that stand out to you didn't make.
Yeah.
Is there one that stands out the most? You're like, I had it.
Duke game, I cut out a pick. I was in hot coverage, and I was reading the quarterback's eyes. And if I'd have just ran full speed and just trusted myself, I'd have picked it. But I nipped the ball, and the receiver, he couldn't catch it. But I still messed up the play, but I could have picked it off,
You guys have played a lot of young linebackers last year.
Yeah.
What have you seen from that group? Kyle,
I see a lot of growth in them. I see them getting more comfortable with the playbook and just being out there, just playing fast, taking shots. So I'm very happy for them. I could tell they're getting used to what the speed is of college, just getting used to everything. So I'm just happy for them.
Pat was talking about playing the mic and looking like he's strong there.
Yeah.
What's led to him being so good at that position?
B. George, B. George is being his helping hand, him being the vet guy in the middle, and then learning from Voss also, who comes here, watches practice, just learning from them two guys, you got the blueprint. You're going to be good, honestly.
Where do you see him most of your time? Starting?
Money. Yes, sir, in the boundary. Yeah.
You like that better?
Yeah, I like it, yeah. I get to mess up the run game, get in the backfield, get the blitz, play fast. So, yeah.
What was the reaction when Brandon said he was coming back?
I was happy, just another leader in the linebacker room, I'm not really vocal all the time, so when I'm not, then B. George is going to be on my side, and he's going to be doing the vocal side of it.
Do you want to be more vocal, or is that just
Yeah, I honestly do, yeah. I just don't be knowing what to say, honestly, but it'll come to me soon. I know it will.
What's it been like to go against such a fast-paced offensive practice?
It's different, honestly. They remind me of Tennessee with their fast tempo. So just really being in condition, getting to your alignment and seeing what the call is, as quick as you can, because they running that play. They run that play fast as they can. So I like it. I'm happy for them. I like it, though.
Coach Mendes also talked about like as many as 6 linebackers. Is that just because you guys are so deep, you have so many guys who played before?
Hey, say it again?
Is that just because you guys have had so many guys who played before?
Yeah. I feel like guys are just, it takes time, You just can't go out there, you feel me, and just play. You got to know what you're doing, That speed of college football is different, especially coming up from high school, It's just going to be a lot to adjust to. So once you see that speed and get used to it, you'll be fine. You'll be good.
Braylon, I think, was here last spring. How different is it? I mean, your players, he's just like a completely different player.
Yeah, he's not playing like a high school guy. He's playing like not a vet yet, but he's speeding up. He's getting all the calls down, all the different adjustments for the defense. The trade calls, the switches, all that. So I'm seeing a lot of growth in him, and he's taking control of the defense, especially when he's in.
We talked to some guys previously, like Rodney or Gavin, and they talked about like 3-9. They didn't want to lead periods. The team that went 3-9.
Yeah.
They want that to be sort of, their impact. For you, last year here, what's sort of like your motivation? Where do you want to lead this program?
Shit, I'm trying to get to the ACC championship and then the national championship. Honestly, last year it really hurt. Honestly, like that's a chest pain right there. Honestly, like just thinking about it and watching the film, seeing all the things that you did wrong, and just wanted to fix it right then and there, but you can't. You got to wait a whole nother year. You feel me? So just remembering that and just going into each practice trying to get 3% better, honestly. That's really it.
Was there,
Go ahead, Chris.
was there ever a concern or a thought about, sticking with Pitt or having to make a decision with that? With today's transfer portal world, NIL and everything, there's always concerns about who could go where. Was there ever a thought in your mind you'd be anywhere else?
No, sir. I'm always trusted Pitt, from the day I signed, honestly. With our coaches that we got on defense, I trust them, honestly. I got all love for them guys, honestly. They taught me a lot, and that's like, it's hard to describe, honestly. Like, those are like NFL coaches. I could tell. Like, they nitpicking on everything from your alignment to your assignment. They grading you on that. So they're trying to get you better from everything that you do.
You were talking about that feeling of coming out of the 3-9 season.
Mm-hmm.
You also came out of the 2021 season. You guys won the ACC championship.
Mm-hmm.
There's motivation that you want to repeat, you want to continue that success.
Yeah.
Which one is a stronger motivation? The stronger to come out, the motivation when you come out of a successful season, or like coming out of the year?
I say coming out of the season that we just got done with, honestly. It'll give you a lot of motivation, just the anger, just being 3-9. We shouldn't have been 3-9. We was a great team, honestly, last year, I felt like. So just knowing your worth and knowing how good you can be when you put all the work in, it'll give you the motivation to get better.
Good. Solomon, thank you so much.
No problem.
Appreciate it.